wasn't too pissed. I am kind of shooken up that saw a dead cockroach in the studio yesterday. It's still here.
Of course. Where in the studio?
Like one of the doors you walk in. Yesterday, Mo came in for Drew's show, and he came in through one of the side doors, and he just went, went through another door. We're like, what's the matter? He's
Mo
like, it's a
does not.
cockroach.
Yeah, he will not. He does not do cockroaches. Like most people, like nobody likes him.
Yeah.
That guy is not a fan.
Yeah. It was a big, genuine reaction, which is hilarious.
Yeah, he'll lose his crap.
Yeah. Like, he went,
Did he kill? Who killed it? Did he kill it?
No, it was dead. It was just dead.
Oh, it
lying
was
on his
already
back.
dead?
Yeah, it was like a turtle. And then he just...
And nobody has the courage to grab a paper towel and throw it in the garbage?
Just doing
picking
that.
up.
I'm not
my job
touching a-
description.
It's not even about that. I just don't.
Yeah.
Even if I will not agree to do that. I can't. Who's touching that?
Yeah. You can't
With
keep me
paper
on
towel-
part-time and expect me to pick up cockroaches. I'm not
With
doing
the-
both. It's one or the other, dog.
So you guys would rather be elbow deep in cockroach corpses?
I legitimately did not know it was there until Gareth said it today, like right before, literally seconds before the show was on.
Right.
And and I know I'm surprised, but I don't. If JoJo is listening, that'll be gone before the end of the show, like before the end of this first segment. If she's listening, I think she's in that department head meeting.
Okay.
But there is. Allegedly, anyway, a guy who comes around and vacuums on a weekly basis. So at the very least, it will
on a
have
weekly
that.
basis or on a daily basis?
Weekly, right? I think on Wednesday mornings.
Weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. Who's counting?
Yeah, who's really taking it?
On paper, it's weekly. Officially.
They always say there's people that come in and clean the studios. Meanwhile, if I ever showed you the dust that was just like anywhere near a computer or anything, well, God, it's gross.
Dude, before COVID,
if you looked up, even worse, Monica, excuse me, if you ever look at the vents, the AC vents in the ceiling, the blackness that is there. I'll take a picture of it between, during commercial breaks. I'll send it to you. There's no doubt there's cancer floating around these. No doubt.
100%. Monica, do you remember when Taylor and JoJo cleaned the studios?
Yes.
And the amount of gunk that was just piled up over years, it was incredible.
It really is, and I remember before COVID, and before we had these Lysol wipes, which I literally do every day, it has nothing to do with the person before. It's just trying to keep this place not so disgusting. The literal, and I'm not even exaggerating, fingernails, boogers, and hair, and probably pubes on the board. Like they would just be on the board. And I don't know what people are doing or why they don't clean up or why they're doing it, whatever. And now since COVID, and most people wipe down the board a lot before their shift. That is not as bad.
What makes you jump to pubes on the board, though?
Because it's hair.
Right, but the chances of it being pubes, can we agree, probably a little bit... I guess anything's possible.
Yeah, that in this studio, I mean, maybe in the Dove, it's not a pube. But
the Marconi Award winners don't put their pubes on the board.
and even then, a Marconi pube, I got to tell you, impressive. Right. I wouldn't mind it.
Frame it.
It's been a bad. I also feel extremely wrong to be so judgy right now because what's worse, a cockroach, feet up over there by that door, or the cat litter that was on my carpet yesterday when I was at work, because that was feeling, and I went home and straight vacuumed and whatever, but I'm saying.
Why was there cat litter on your floor?
I told you, because all my crap was inside, remember?
Right. I don't know how it got on the floor, though.
Well, because my cat litter had to come inside.
Right. So how did it get on your floor?
Well, I mean, they get in there and they swish around and,
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And they push their poop around.
And now I feel like, well, no, there's no poop on the floor. And it wasn't even a lot. It was like if you got down on your hands and knees, you could see it in there. You know what I mean? Like inside the carpet. Yeah. And now I was like, oh, what's it doing?
That's not coming out.
It's out. It came out. Trust me when I tell you. I think
it's hysterical that you guys have this dead cockroach on the floor in the studio, and it's clearly a thing, but you're waiting for JoJo to come in and save the day.
It doesn't have to be her.
For JoJo. I'm just saying, I'm not grabbing it.
I'm about to name it. What do you think of that?
Yeah. What are we thinking? What are we thinking?
No way. I am sitting here flabbergasted.
I mean, if it's going to be there long enough, we might as well make it part of the fam,
Ricardo.
right?
Ricardo the Roach.
Poor little Ricardo.
Yeah. See if you guys got it. I sent you guys the photo of the air-conditioned vent. I don't know if it went through or not. But, and these were just replaced. And this studio's not even the bad one.
Oh, those are black.
Yeah, I know. And you go to management and they give 0 Fs. All right, we'll get on that.
Ours aren't a lot. I'm looking up now at the one to the right. But wasn't literally someone was outside the traffic studio this morning on a ladder, I'm assuming changing vents. I think they do it on a
Probably,
semi-regular
yeah.
basis.
During the every once in a while, this place is set up. I don't know who set this building up, but they'll come in and they'll run the generator. Like once a month they'll test run the generator, like the backup generator, and the diesel fuel that runs the generator comes through the AC vents.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be in the studio, and all of a sudden it stinks of diesel gas.
Oh, but I like that. Is that a good smell though?
You're one of those gasoline people. Okay. If you can only have one smell the rest of your life, is it cardboard or diesel fuel?
Oh,
or
now
gasoline?
that's just wrong.
Good question.
That's a Sophie's choice,
Good
my
question.
friend. Yeah, I don't like it at all. Oh, but I guess I got to go cardboard. I don't like it though. I mean, I love cardboard. I don't like to make the choice. Let's have both.
I never understood the people who like the gasoline smell.
What?
Like, I don't get it.
What do you mean?
People like the smell of gasoline. I don't get it.
What do you? It doesn't smell good to you?
No. It's not something I enjoy smelling. I'll deal with it, but I'm not going to sit there and like waft the fumes in my face.
Waft it. Except when I was like a kid, like 6 or 5 or, like a kid, and we were at the gas station and I'm like, oh, I love that smell, whatever I said. And it wasn't my mom or someone she was with or someone said, an adult said, the fumes kill your brain cells.
Yes, I was told that too.
And I was so terrified of being stupid, and you have to understand I'm a nerd and I breed and smart and all that. I would hold my breath every time I went to the gas station because I was terrified.
I'm surprised no random company made like a spray to smell like that. You know what I mean?
Like new car
or
smell.
a candle.
Yeah, or a candle. Yeah.
Let's do that. I would do that.
We had this company
would
that was a bunch of teachers. I think it was before. I think it was either right before COVID or during COVID. They decided to make I think they were calling them mandals, like man-scented candles, like
Mandals.
backyard barbecue or like a smoke. I know they had one of them was called Fresh Load, and it was
Hey,
like
yeah.
a lawn. It was like
I'll
a
get
laundry.
that one. Can I get
it
2
was-
of those?
It was a laundry smell, that kind of thing. That would make sense. The smell of gasoline would probably make sense because there's a lot of people that like that.
Yeah. It's
They
kind of
say
like the
those
new
scented
car smell.
candles are very bad for you.
Oh, yeah?
That's what they, yeah.
Like,
It's
is it-
lighting up toxins, essentially, right?
Yeah, it's basically what we're doing. Now my wife she doesn't light them anymore. She bought these basically heat lamps.
Oh, yeah. I used to love those.
Yeah. And
So
you put
it's
the
like-
lamp over it. And
You put the lamp over it, but I think we're still getting the
You are. You're just not
toxic
lighting it.
fumes in the air. We're just not lighting it on fire.
Yeah.
So instead of like lighting a mat, now I'm using electricity to heat these candles up. which
Yeah.
is a little-
And those things take up too much room. Like, they're cute. And you can get them in all these different styles. They're adorable and all, but why are we taking up all this room for a candle? Let's just light it and be done.
Can we go back to the cockroach for a second?
You're obsessed. Way more than we are. Like,
You know what?
I moved
You
on
know
from
what
I
made
the
me-
totally would forgot about it.
What made me think about it, and I don't know why I'm putting these two together, but I remember years ago talking about a brief amount of time where you lived in Minnesota.
Yes.
And it sounded very rustic, like go outside to go to the bathroom, that kind of thing, correct?
We peed in a bucket. Yes. We had a wood burning stove for like to cook our food and stuff.
Right. So it was like very rustic, and that was like
It was crap hole.
mom, husband, number.
3. He was the
But your
hippie guy.
favorite.
Yes. I loved. Howard was the best. I miss Howard. Howard was amazing.
But if that was the case, and you were having to go outside, I guess you had to poop outside.
No, it was inside in a bucket in the corner.
And
Literally.
how often? Like, whose job was it to change the bucket?
Listen, I was 4. I don't know. I have
Okay,
no
so
idea.
you were little. So
Yes.
you weren't wiping your brother's ass yet.
No, I was not. Those are the good old days.
Oh, he was
the
a
poop in a
baby.
bucket hole in the
Yeah.
porch were the good old days, JP.
Did you have do you remember? Well, the question, the cockroach tie-in was, did you have a ton of bugs inside the house and critters and varmints and that kind of thing?
To be honest with you, I was 4. I don't know, but I will say we lived across a narrow gravel road from a farm that had like geese and cows and just all like basic a farm with farm animals. So I imagine there had to have been something, right? It was a very narrow gravel road.
Yeah. I was watching my favorite show yesterday, $1 million lottery, my lottery dream home. And
You're
there was
so
a couple.
judgy with that show.
Well, this couple won real money. So they were looking at like real houses, like real dream houses. and like they won $11.7 million, and they were looking in Minnesota. I'm like, oh my God, that's beautiful there.
It's pretty much
Like,
Canada up there, right?
Like beautiful there.
Yeah. I imagine it's just, I mean, you're about the warmth and not the cold. I imagine it's beautiful but cold.
Yeah. What was the thing I saw in Dizzy's email? Was it talking about MTV Cribs? That was the best show ever. MTV Cribs was the best. I loved it. I loved having. First off, that was spawned off of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, and then they MTV'd it up.
Yes.
And they got all your rock stars and your pop stars and all that kind of stuff. And they would, you'd go and they'd show you the cars and then they would bring you inside. I remember Tommy Lee's house had like a studio and a stripper pole.
Nice.
And this whole, like a nightclub in there and his DJ booth and the whole spiel. I'm like, this is like, that's the best.
Sure about it.
I love that stuff.
But it was also impractical. Like, okay, it's fun to look at on TV or whatever, but like, I'm not.
As a kid, I thought it was great. Then when I got older and I found out it was all like they would just pay fashion designers or home interior designers to go like fix up the house because they knew MTV was coming.
Yeah.
And they get all these endorsements from like Gatorade to put their Gatorades in there. That's what ruined it for me when I found out it was like kind of all like faked in a sense.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, all the cars are rented. They're not like they're never their cars really. They're
they said
cars. There
was a whole thing about people saying, "Oh yeah, they took it all away," or it was just once the cameras were gone, and it's just very. I don't know how that worked with the Pimp My Ride if they took that all away.
That was fake
but
too.
Yeah, I imagine I would if it's all the same theme.
I remember with Pimp My Ride, this one girl had a popcorn machine in her center console. They put they made a popcorn maker in her center console because she was like spending time in her car between classes at community college or whatever it was, and she would get hungry. So Exhibit put a pot, and she was like, she loved popcorn. They put a popcorn maker in her center console.
Chowing some popcorn while I'm in traffic.
There was an episode where they have I found out, I did a deep dive on Pimp My Ride. I found out like they would put these people in fake houses that MTV owned, and they would fake go to the door and be like, "Hey, you're gonna be on Pimp My Ride." And there was this fat guy that was on it, and he's like, "Yeah, my episode they had like I was diabetic, and they put like candy bar wrappers and stuff in the back of my car. They're like, get it because he's fat." And when they pimped his ride, he said you had to wait like 5 months to get it back, and they didn't do anything to get you a rental. You just had to figure out transportation. And when he got it back, he had a cotton candy machine in the back. And he's like, "I'm diabetic." We're like, "Yeah, but you're fat. It's funny. Get it? People are going to love this. They're going to think we're the bass." Yeah.
I didn't know that was the case.
And they do nothing to the engines and stuff. Because there was one guy who had like a broken transmission and this and that. They're like, yeah, we put 8 TVs in. Everything still works the same in your car, though.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the contrived. Let's do it if you're going to do it. And I understand you have to zhuzh it up a little bit, just to keep people interested, but not to that degree. It can't be a big fat lie. One
of the MTV Cribs was one of the guys from Wu-Tang. It wasn't Method Man. Who did high school? What was the
no. It wasn't from Wu-Tang. It was Redman. I know what you're
It was
talking
Redman.
About.
He was, I thought he was a Wu-Tang guy. Sorry about that. That was he had this dump little apartment in Staten Island, and it was just like he was like lifting up the clothes to look for the orange juice.
All right.
People passed out in the house. To ring the doorbell, he had to put wires together and stuff. It was a great episode. Yeah.
Oh, that's real. That's about as real as it gets.
You remember during I think it was during COVID, they went I don't remember why, but they went to Nancy Pelosi's house, and she was showing off her refrigerator full of ice cream. And this was before it was like, I heard they had your and they like she's bragging about like she had like a refrigerator, like a ridiculous freezer just filled with ice cream, and she's showing her off. And I'm just like, read the room, lady. Everybody's stuck in their house.
Yeah.
Not making money. You're showing off your ice cream collection.
Yeah.
You're doing it wrong. What was the thing you wanted to tell me, Diz, with the Khloe Kardashian with the house thing? What happened?
He's on the phone.
Oh, he's on the phone?
Yeah.
He was trying to tell me he wanted to talk about some Khloe Kardashian thing, but I don't know.
Which one's Khloe again? I get
Khloe.
OJ's.
Khloe is the one they say is OJ's.
Yeah.
Which
she's the
she's this.
She was the one that was with
Tristan
Lamar.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Thompson or
Tristan,
whatever. Yeah, okay.
Tristan Thompson and Lamar Odom
Okay.
was the first one.
Lamar. Okay, yeah.
That's,
Okay.
that's Chloe.
Were you talking about the little tour she did of the pantry?
I'm asking you what it was about.
Oh,
What was
yeah, I
the
was on the
story
call.
there?
For me, it's kind of what you were just talking about with the $1 million homes,
I saw this.
where you see something, you're like, it's very underwhelming. She showed off the kitchen pantry, and I was like, that's it? It was like, it didn't seem that great for $1 million home. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I feel like a pretty good home I could do that if I had a bigger pantry. It was not that impressive. You know?
If I had a couple more bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to be organized. There should be like labels and baskets, and let's make it.
That was the cool
Monica,
part.
come
but
to my
that's-
house.
Oh God.
You're like that? Your house is like that?
No, I would hire Monica to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I would have a label maker and some.
I'll give you a label maker. I'll let you loose in
Jars.
my garage and be like, yo, just
Do I
go.
get to go with your credit card to the container
Yes.
store? Because
Uh-huh.
oh God,
100%.
literally gonna drool. Literally gonna
Yeah.
drool. Ooh.
No, you can do the whole thing.
I think I just might have had a little mess on my seat.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife would love it too. Because it's something.
You got to take it. It's a process. You got to take it all out. When you take it out, put them in a category so you know what's happening there, and then see, assess what you have, and then go to the container store. It's a process. But when you're done and clean out in there, like complete head to toe, and then once you're done, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
How long from when I leave to when it's messed up again and it's all not even safe?
No, we're getting better now because the kids aren't in and out of the garage now. So I just need to hopefully somebody's coming to buy the quad on Saturday. We'll see what happens. All right, we got a lot to get to today. We have, again, we'll give you a bone bonus at 12 o'clock, Dead Guy at 12:15, and a lot more, too. It's JP 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. I'll be right back.
I'm in a world that tries to take them away. Oh, but I'm taking them back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic.
I'm sure everyone says this, but my mom really deserves the world. This year, I finally found a Mother's Day gift that comes close. She loves Hellsberg, so I'm getting her these timeless gold earrings she can enjoy for years to come. They feel special enough to show how much I truly appreciate everything she does for me. And I mean everything. I even sent my dad a link to the Diamond Eternity band he'll be getting her, too.
Save up to 50% on Mother's Day gifts Mom will cherish forever. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you.
Beautify your home by going to rbafla.com and taking advantage of Renewal by Anderson's Window of Opportunity Savings event. You buy 2 windows or patio doors, get the third for 60% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Renewal by Anderson is awesome. rbafla.com. License number CGC 1527613. rbafla.com.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but it's also hard to deal with a cough that won't go away and thinking it's lung cancer, or feeling your heart race after a walk and wondering if it's a heart attack, or telling your family you may not be around to see your next birthday.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but the consequences are even harder. Tobacco-Free Florida has free resources to help you stay smoke-free. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine patches, gum, or lozenges. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Spring is in the air, and that can only mean one thing. Baseball is back. Hard Rock Bet makes it easy to bet on America's pastime in just a few easy steps. It's more than betting on the game. You can bet on home runs, strikeouts, and more. You can even bet on if someone will score in the first inning, so it's a super fun, fast bet. And it's win or go home in the NBA playoffs, but not for new customers on Hard Rock Bet. As a new sign-up, if you don't win your first bet, you'll get a bonus bet back up to $100 to try again. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable. Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family, and no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are two very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
Hey, it's Galvin here for ArborWise Tree Service. ArborWise is a professional tree care service right here in St. Petersburg, Florida, specializing in both residential and commercial tree care. They've been serving the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years, and they're family owned and operated. And with hurricane season right around the corner, now is the time to start prepping your property. Whether you need tree trimming, tree removal, air spading, or tree evaluation, ArborWise can give you a free estimate and consultation. With state-of-the-art equipment, no job is too big or too small. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or call for your free estimate today, 727-481-8081.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. There's 3 Doors Down. Did you guys hear this 3 Doors Down story?
Yeah. I thought of you because we just talked about him.
And you know what's crazy? Yeah, we did just talk about it the other day. And I've been listening to 3 Doors for like the last 2 weeks. Out of nowhere. I don't know why. I haven't listened to him forever. And all of a sudden yesterday, the singer Brad Arnold revealed that he's got stage 4 cancer diagnosis, like out of nowhere. He just wasn't feeling well, went to the hospital. They said, oh, you have cancer. Oh, and by the way, it spread to you have kidney cancer. Oh, and by the way, it spread to your lung. And by the way, it's stage 4.
Yeah.
And he comes out and he just puts a video out there. By the way, if you watch the video, he seems like he might be a little drunk. I would be too if I was him.
I mean, that's your theory. If you're going out, you're gonna do you're just gonna do what you're doing.
Well, he doesn't think he's going out. You know, they canceled the tour. He goes, you know, I'm in God's hands, and you know, God can, you know, God fixes, you know, way bigger problems than this.
Nothing is impossible. I know you don't believe, but nothing is impossible.
So he's, you know, he's diving headfirst into treatment. I just felt so bad for the dude.
You know, a lot of it's in the attitude. You know, you give up. You're done.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying everything's going to be okay, but I'm saying the attitude, the positive thinking and belief in, you know, whatever, that's, to me, that's I don't know if it's half the battle, but it's a lot of the battle.
You know, it's what sucks is that the last time I saw him, he was in, I interviewed them I told you I was like one of their first radio interviews. And they came in, and once they came out of their shell, these kids were young and ready to go. They were going to do a club show on Long Island, and they had all sorts of energy, and they had this song that was climbing the charts with Kryptonite, and they were going, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were in it, and they had all this energy, and it was exciting, and then they were getting, you know, platinum album awards, and there were dinners and stuff, and they were great. And then the next time I saw them, I was bringing them on stage at Hofstra, and I went on the bus, and it was a completely different vibe. The first thing Brad asked me is like, "You got any pills?"
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, "What happened?" I remember saying to myself, "I'm like, that was fast. That was fast because we're only talking the second album in. It was only the second album in, and it went from like these guys that were just full of energy and excitement and doing it to like that.
What happens? Like there's a point somewhere, something happens, like just with anybody who parties like that. He's not the first or last rock star, but there's a point where it's all fun and games and then it's not. Like what happens? I
think what happens is you spend a lot of time bored and you're trying to fill it. You're trying to fill it with something. You're
read a book, go on a walk, work out.
Yeah, I got you. But when you maybe we're partying a little bit and then, it gets the best of you.
I was just talking to Gareth about this, and you're not going to.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, you're not going to believe this because it's coming from me, but maybe.
Why do you say that?
Because you think I drink all the time.
Do you not?
I don't all the time, but when I do it, I do it. But but I don't do it all the time. But my point is, I was just talking to Gareth about this off the air someday last week or something. That like, how do alcoholics? Because I get to a point where I just don't want any. I don't want to drink, and I'm not saying I'm never drinking again. Of course, I'm looking forward to drinking again. I'm saying I don't want any more alcohol. Like, let me go a lot of days without any alcohol, please, because I just drank 2-3 days in a row. I don't want it anymore. So how does an alcoholic go from I just drank 2 and 3 days in a row? I still want more. Like, don't you want like a clear, sharp life of sharp and not,
You can't control it. It's a part of your brain. That's just.
Once you're an addict, I guess.
Craving it.
But what about before you become an addict? Is there any part that just says, wow, I spent the last 3 days have been cloudy. I've been in and out and you're having fun, having a blast, but it's just been like a lot of booze. So let's just take some time off. Let me work out. Let me clean. Let me, I don't know, read.
I think there are some people that can do that. And I think in some people, there's a gene and there's a switch. And once that switch is flipped on, it's really, really difficult to turn it off.
And that's the scary part is my grandfather, my mom's dad, was a raging alcohol from when I first remember him all the way to his death. He just drank and drank and drank and drank and was an alcoholic. So the gene, is it there? I guess I don't know if it skips I don't know if it fades after a generation. I don't know how that works, but
I don't know. Sometimes you get it. Sometimes you don't. It's scary because I could never be an alcoholic, never. Even if if I wanted to, because my body just rejects it, like the hangovers and the headaches and everything. Like,
but don't they drink? Then they start to drink so as to get rid of that. Like you would start to get a hangover, and then you would chug more vodka or whatever you were drinking so as to get rid of it. Yeah, and then that's where and then your body's just like, okay, well, I need this to feel well. It's
I can't. That's not who I am.
And I'm not judging, and there's circumstances, and I'm it's just I'm fortunate. I just know I get to a point. Like this past weekend, I drank Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday I was like, okay, I'm done with that. Like let's not done.
Yeah.
I don't need any more drinks. Let me get to cleaning and working out and getting my life together here.
I won't even consider drinking on a Sunday unless I'm off on Monday.
Not even if it's Quattro de Mayo?
No, not for anything. It's just a way my body just doesn't want it. I'm definitely, I told you the other day, I'm drinking less and less.
Yeah, and someone said on Twitter, I don't know if you saw it, but I guess you mentioned that you tequila doesn't affect you as bad, you've noticed.
As bad, right.
And
but it still does.
I guess it's a sugar thing. I guess the tequila has the least amount of sugar in it, and maybe that's what's...
It could be. It definitely affects me the least, but it still affects me, and like I'm slow the next day. I just don't enjoy that. It's gotten to the point for me the same way weed did.
Yeah.
It got to be like not fun anymore. Like the extra effects.
Gareth doesn't understand.
No, and a lot of people don't. I couldn't when I was smoking pot, when I was in my A game of smoking weed, where like the minute I got out of the studio, I was high until I went to bed, right? When I was at that point in my life, I couldn't fathom why people didn't smoke pot. And I would just be like, just smoke a joint, you'll relax. Yeah, and and that's how I felt. I couldn't fathom people who didn't get stoned. And now, and until it started to affect me in a way where, okay, well, this isn't fun anymore. If I do this, now I'm getting panic attacks. Or if I do this, it's not. And then I just stopped.
Yeah.
Alcohol is kind of the same way for me at this point. The buzz on for a little while, but I start to get the headaches while I'm drinking.
Oh, man,
So
that's just,
it's my body's way of telling me, like, dude, you need to find another plan.
Yeah.
You need to find
And
another plan.
Good for you for listening to your body. Not
But I'm out
everybody
of
does.
plans. Other than microdosing, I'm out of plans.
You're high on life now.
No.
Yeah, you could be high on
No,
life.
I am not high on life.
I mean, you could be. You could just be buying little
I am not high on life.
Michael Franti, a little front porch sitting, swinging on a rocking chair. I don't know.
I wish I had a front porch and a rocking chair. That would be cool.
Old man.
And the weather to sit on the front porch in the rocking chair.
Oh, I forgot.
Today's nice, actually.
God, I keep forgetting. You guys are ridiculous, by the way.
Today's not bad. Today it's going to crack 70.
Did you see, speaking of, oh, wow, heat wave. Did you see, speaking of not being able to, how dare nobody smoke pot, did you see the juror on the Diddy thing said that he got dismissed because he can't imagine, or he can't go a day without smoking pot?
What? They asked him about his pot smoking?
Listen, I don't know what the exact question was. He's like, I can't go a full day without smoking marijuana, therefore, and then they dismissed him.
That's all it took?
I guess so.
Sweet.
I don't know why that makes a difference, but
I could put away the weed to be part of that jury.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Easily.
Well, you did it recently. Or no, you didn't do it recently. I was going to say when John did his, you did the, JP, I don't know if you realized, but a couple weeks ago maybe, John Senning did a fast, and Gareth had some sort of sympathy, so he's like, you know what, I'm going to do it with you. But John wasn't smoking at all.
Yeah, he wasn't smoking a drink. I go, well, I'm not crazy.
I'm not going to stop that part, but you did the rest.
What kind of fast was he doing? Like a food fast?
Yeah, a food fast. Well, he was doing everything across the board. I was like, I'm still going to drink.
72 hours?
I think it was 72 hours we did, yeah.
Right. And what were his results?
Good. It was weird because, like, after the fast, like, when it ended, I didn't want to, like, stuff something in my face right away. Like, it was like, it
Your body's like, I'm good, yeah.
Yeah, the appetite, it kind of works itself out. It's like, no, we're actually good. We were tripping, but we could do this easily.
So what'd you have, water for 3 days?
Yeah.
That's it?
Water. I think that was it.
Because what about the caffeine kick?
I lied. I did have coffee, but I didn't have sugar in it.
Black coffee?
Yeah, black coffee.
Okay. Yeah, as long as he can do that, because the
withdrawals,
the caffeine withdrawal headaches.
That's
oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. I'm actually going for an MRI right after the show today. A CAT scan to get to the bottom of the headaches to see what the hell's causing them.
So you got internal bleeding and a CAT scan coming up, and what's happening with you?
I got a random.
See why I'm not so afraid to die?
Yeah.
Speaking of all the drinking and food and all this, we had I'll call it a controversial question that I feel is split down the middle. Monica's on one side.
Let's break and we'll come back. And
I
ask
win
the
this question for the record.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get to the bottom of it when we get back. A little bit more 3 doors down for you. I'm going to be a prayer angel for Brad. Am I allowed to be?
No, you're not worthy. We talked about your worthiness. No,
I'm not allowed to be a prayer
angel. You can't be blasphemous, worship a devil, doing a school report with a pentagram, and then send prayers.
A prayer? So what? You're making me hold on to stuff I did 35 years ago.
I am holding on to it.
Wow. I could have killed somebody, been out 10 years, and you're still not letting me go.
Pentagram!
We'll be right back.
I feel there's nothing I can do.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music, presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows, like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Pinellas.
Mobile service is here at Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you at your home or office. That means you can save even more time and money with your next service experience with no more wait times. We'll come at your convenience to your home or office. Then we'll perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. See just how easy and convenient it can be for yourself. Schedule mobile service with Jerry-owned today online at jerryowned.com. Tampa is Ohm Country.
See dealer for complete details.
Let there be light and red dots. Make your plans to get the Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, May 10th. Will is unloading deals on Surefire flashlights and red dots from Aimpoint. Surefire are the preferred flashlights for the military and law enforcement. And if you have not seen the Aimpoint red dot, they are the best red dots, period. Don't miss Aimpoint and Surefire Day. Only at Shark Coast Tactical, Saturday, May 10th. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday and open online 24/7. Shark Coast Tacticals on Beer Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media. Tell them Mike Halta sent you.
When it comes to your electric bill, the cost can fluctuate due to weather, energy usage, and daily habits. Sometimes they're soft and cute. And sometimes they're hard and burly. But with budget billing from Tampa Electric, we'll even out your payments so you pay a more consistent amount each month. Then when your bill comes to visit, it's predictable and friendly. Hey! Sign up for budget billing online at tampaelectric.com/budget billing and see what your monthly payment could be.
I'm honored by the number of referrals that Bernetti PA gets from others in our legal profession. We have represented clients referred to us by other law firms and even represented judges. They've called us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Hey, this is Roger for the amazing Sleep Number Smart Bed. My wife and I, we've had our Sleep Number Smart Bed for over 8 years. My side of the bed, my sleep number setting is a 45. On her side of the bed, her sleep number setting is a 55. She likes the bed a little more firm than I do. Never slept better. It adjusts while you sleep so you can sleep well uninterrupted. Oh, by the way, over the last month, my average Sleep Number score is an 81. That's amazing. So why should you choose a Sleep Number Smart Bed? Well, so you can choose your ideal comfort on either side like we do. It's the only bed that lets you make each side firmer or softer whenever you like your Sleep Number setting. And right now, it's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event, up to 50% off, limited time, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. In Tampa, 1822 Northwest Shore Boulevard. In Clearwater, at the Countryside Mall on US 19. And in Brandon at the Brandon Exchange between JCPenney's and the food court. See store or sleepnumber.com for details.
The old saying, you get what you pay for, still holds true today. Like when air conditioning companies offer you $29 tune-ups. Really? I'm not going to be fooled by that, and you shouldn't be either. Hi, I'm Zach Moskowitz, president of Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. Those so-called deals lure you into spending a lot more. At Cox Heating and Air Conditioning, we have a real honest solution. It's our Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan. For only $110 for first-time customers, our certified technicians visit your home twice a year and keep you cool. Get your Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan today at coxair.com.
License number CAC 1816108.
Cox is your key to comfort since 1958.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's Galvin here for ArborWise Tree Service. ArborWise is a professional tree care service right here in St. Petersburg, Florida, specializing in both residential and commercial tree care. They've been serving the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years, and they're family owned and operated. And with hurricane season right around the corner, now is the time to start prepping your property. Whether you need tree trimming, tree removal, air spading, or tree evaluation, ArborWise can give you a free estimate and consultation. With state-of-the-art equipment, no job is too big or too small. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or call for your free estimate today, 727-481-8081.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
And now, back to JP.
There's another world inside of me that you may never see.
It's JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We're about 18 minutes away from the Bone bonus. Your shot at $1,000. So what's up, Diz? What's your question / conundrum?
Yeah, so we were talking about McDonald's breakfast, and John Senning said when he goes to get a McDonald's breakfast, he will not eat the breakfast if he doesn't get a Coke with it. And I said, that's what I said. I said, you drink Coke for breakfast? And he goes, yeah, especially at McDonald's. And I said, that's crazy to me. And he couldn't believe that I couldn't fathom soda for breakfast. And I was I was never raised that way.
I can't do that either.
What? You don't know what you're missing.
That sounds like horrible parenting is what that sounds like.
No.
Thank you.
It matches so unbelievably. You guys, until you try it and you have that bite of what do you
Hold on. The girl with great parents is talking. Sorry, go ahead. Start over.
She did raise me on
I
that.
missed that. Start over.
She definitely raised me on and that's how it started. I think I had orange drink, which is to me even worse. But if the Diet Coke and that hash brown and that bite of I like the sausage biscuit with egg, like that is the best combo. And I know a lot of it has to do with like hangover the day after drinking or whatever. And it just feels like a cure of some sort. But it also just matches. And also the caffeine and the bubbles. I feel like it just adds goodness to an already delicious
You guys
thing.
were raised by animals.
Maybe.
You are.
Maybe.
Wolves.
But also maybe it's a Midwestern thing because he's a Michigan guy. I'm an Iowa girl.
Is
So
he? I don't know. I just I can't do. Listen, I work, and Monica and I work very strange hours. So, eating strange food at 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., to us it's already lunchtime.
Yep.
But I can't do soda. No, I go, and I'm a sausage McMuffin with egg guy.
Ooh.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Wait,
that's
that's the sausage, egg, cheese, and a muffin. Instead of a
Yeah,
biscuit.
it's basically an egg McMuffin. Take out the Canadian bacon, put in a piece of sausage. I don't know why they call it a sausage McMuffin with egg, but they do. But you got to get, and hash brown, you got to get coffee.
No.
That's breakfast.
But what if you don't drink coffee? Me.
Juice.
I don't
Orange
drink
juice.
coffee.
Yeah.
The juice is way too. So I get the 50 the less sugars orange juice, and they don't do that at McDonald's. They will, and once every 10 times maybe I will get that milk. It's 1% milk, but it's tiny,
no.
and it just whatever. It doesn't. I drink it in all in one drink or whatever, so it's usually gone quickly.
Listen, I love Senning, and I wish I knew him better than I do because we haven't really had a chance to hang out outside of any work stuff or conversation. A handful of conversations. I'm kind of surprised he's a soda guy, I'm doing a 72-hour fast to cleanse my body and that kind of thing. I'm surprised he drinks that stuff at all.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, well, let's
Yeah,
follow
could
that
be.
up with when I was listening on the way home a couple of days ago, he was literally saying, and these are his words, so I'm not talking out of school, like, I've been eating so horribly. It's the worst I've ever eaten. I'm eating like crap.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fast was for, but
You know what when I found myself going down that road, and it's real easy because it's not, and this is part of the problem in this country. It's difficult to eat healthy.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
If you're looking to get something on the go, there's not a ton of options.
Yes.
And every single fast food restaurant, there's always an option. Like what you just said with your sausage, whatever, you could go for the Egg McMuffin, no cheese, and that's like 200 calories. Like and no hash brown and black coffee. There are ways to do it.
Yeah, but that's like kissing your sister.
That's what I'm saying. So don't blame it on society and the fast food right.
I'm going to blame it on whoever I want to. There's not a whole lot of healthy options
there
out there.
There are healthy options. You're just not choosing them.
And then the stores, they're all the most expensive stuff. They're like double the crappy food prices. I'm not paying all that.
What I started doing, and I found it to be economically feasible, is there's a lot of those meal companies where you go online and you'll order, say, like 10 meals, and you either go to the place and pick it up or they drop it off at the house. And it's basically meal prep, right? And the meals come out to be like $10 a piece. So, it'll cost you $100 for 10 meals, maybe. but you have them and you're taking, healthy stuff to work every day. And that's, I found helped. Because if left to a lot of people, if left to their own devices and they got to get something quick, they're going to go into a McDonald's parking lot. They're going to go into Taco Bell. They're going to go get a slice of pizza. They're going to do.
And for the record, you could go to a racetrack because they do pretty much. I don't do it every morning, but when I need gas, at least once or twice a week, there's the under the heat lamps. There's all the good hash browns and breakfast sandwiches and breakfast pizza or whatever. But there's also bananas and apples. It's about what we choose. I
right,
say
but you got to get protein in you. You got to get protein. You want some protein in you, Monica?
I do. Maybe
It's been
I get
a while,
other ways. All I'm saying is there are
It's been a
always
minute.
options. I follow TikTok people who there's whole options of if you go to this restaurant, this is what you get.
Yeah.
I'm in a calorie deficit. This is what I get at Taco Bell, and this is what I get at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, no, you're right. That does exist, but I don't think. I think there are a lot of people that don't have that knowledge of what you can strip down, or you can go to Chipotle and what you can get at Chipotle. Hey, do you guys have? We only have one of these places on Long Island, but I think they're starting to pop up all over the place. It's called Cava.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't know.
It's basically like a Mediterranean kind of Chipotle, where you go in and you make up you pick your protein.
What are the options?
It's kind of like Mediterranean based, so you'll have maybe a chicken kebab bowl kind of thing where you get to pick. You have greens, or you could have rice, and then chickens, and then the feta or different tzatziki sauce.
Ooh, I like all of
all
that.
different. Yeah, if I'm telling you, man,
It looks pretty good.
I was blown away by it. My daughter, when I went out, we did Daddy Daughter Day with my daughter. She turned me on to it. I thought the place was great.
Well, I wonder.
I really
one in
did.
Tampa.
Is there where?
And you feel like I felt like I ate, and I didn't feel like a disgusting animal when I was done, which was
there's
nice.
One in South Tampa,
Of course.
and the other one is near downtown, actually.
By
feel-
UT.
Yeah.
Maybe your daughter's gonna.
Yeah.
I feel like when I finally do get to move down there, I'm gonna end up in South Florida for whatever the reason. South Tampa.
Oh God.
And it's gonna drive Monica insane.
Yeah. And you know what though?
What?
Totally see it. I could totally see it.
I don't know
what you'll be at meat market for a steak dinner on a Saturday night, and all the people to be there, and you'll be eating your steak.
Yeah, steak. A steak dinner. It's nice. You know what's funny? We went out when we were down there that time, and it was me, you, Raj, and we went to JoJo's dad's joint.
Yeah. Well, but yeah.
What's the name of the place again?
Sacred
Yeah,
Pepper.
you managed just fine being in a nice restaurant. Like let's just say you blended in with no problem.
Okay. And remember I talked about this the other day. Every single second of that, I was extremely insecure. I felt like I
right.
didn't belong. All of that. Also, I haven't been there since probably. I only do that because you were here. Otherwise, I would not have. And I love Sacred Pepper. The food was delicious. The smoked old fashioned was amazing. All good stuff. I'm just not comfortable there because I feel like I don't belong.
Well,
so
you drink soda for breakfast, so you don't.
I don't
You
at all.
You don't belong.
I want a roller dog from racetrack and a soda for breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the things that I feel comfortable in. This is my.
I understand that. So if I move to South Tampa, that means I have to get like the steak dinners and all that kind of stuff. I think I could do that.
You have to.
This sounds like my spot.
And people,
It's close to Ian.
People
South
that
Tampa. Yeah.
people are connected to other people, and I know that person, and they
Yeah.
okay, you're cool.
You are the first to get hit though during hurricane.
Yeah, you can't.
Like,
No,
you
no,
gotta
hold
go.
on. When it
Oh, yeah?
when it
Yeah, I'm not
rains,
doing
you're
that then.
just a regular afternoon thunderstorm. How they do?
Yeah, your streets are flooded.
You're flooded.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not doing that.
There's nowhere for the water to go. You sitting in it.
And I'm assuming they keep that out of the brochure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
they're
here
not
for the
telling you.
truth.
They're not. You know, it's funny. There's a house by me that was like, the house was like in shambles. There were bad people living in the house. The kids were selling drugs out of the house. And it was only a matter of time before something happened. And I guess they finally got evicted and the house got bought. And whoever a house flipper guy went in there and really did a nice job on the house. But anytime it rains, the whole front of that property floods.
Oh, jeez.
And I was dying. Like they were having the guy's asking an obnoxious amount of money for the house, and I was so tempted to just go in and like hang out there during the open house, be like, it floods every time it rains. You know, just because the guy was asking so much money for the for what the house is and where it is. They did a nice job on the inside. They did a nice job, you know, renovating the house. But I just wanted to for some reason, I'm like, that's obnoxious. The house floods every single time it rains.
They don't tell you that. You're exactly right. That's not in the brochure. That's why you got to know people wherever you are to kind of get the scoop. You know, talk to your the neighbor before you walk. You know, before you buy.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
That's what we did, and that's how I knew I was moving into a cool spot, because we knocked on some of the neighbors' door, like the neighbors' doors, and they were just very, very cool.
Yeah.
You know, we asked questions or anything we need to know about the neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. And they were just great. And then it's not long after I moved in, my next door neighbor to the right, the guy that owns the security company, he shows up on my doorstep with a giant like gift basket in a cooler with like a bottle of Jaeger and a bottle of Grey Goose and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Oh my God.
And a cooler. And he's like, listen, I'm going to be doing some work, you know, on the house next door. I'm sorry for the inconvenience ahead of time. And he's like, this is for you guys. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I was like, I thought that was, and I'm talking about, I think we're in the house maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, you could have gotten he needs to do that he probably could have given that to like the long neighbors, and you could have got like a gift card to a restaurant or something. He could have easily gotten away with that.
Probably, maybe, but he didn't. He bought, I mean, listen, the whole thing, it was a cooler. It probably cost him
$100,
a little bit, $100, maybe $120, $130 is what it cost him.
Money.
Yeah, it was beyond, but that's how I knew I was in the right place. That, and the day before, I think it was the day we closed on the house, a buddy of mine owned a bar that is exactly 1 mile away. And I went in there, and he's like, did you close on the house? And I was like, yeah, we're all in. And he said, hey, everybody, this is my buddy John. He's new to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, people just lining up shots in front of me.
Nice. That's in double home distance, too. You're good to go.
Not JP, John.
Oh, what's the difference?
It wasn't like he didn't say, hey, it's JP from BAB and that kind of thing.
So
I was just like totally incognito.
Yeah.
Nobody
that's even
knew.
better.
And everybody was real cool. I'm like, okay, I'm in the right spot.
Because
even the houses that had a lot, like even the very expensive multi-million-dollar homes that aren't where I live, but not far away, they're all blue-collar guys.
Yeah, well, they're
it's
good people.
Who owns a mason, who's a mason, who owns a landscaping company, who owns a storage place. Guys that built their stuff up, they're all blue collar guys. I'm in the right place. It's one of the reasons that we haven't sold yet.
Because you can't always get that. That's for sure.
Because I'm scared to death of having a douchebag next door. Because you could have the nicest house and be like a pride of home ownership. You come in, you enjoy being home, you enjoy your house, and all it takes is one dick, one dick that lives next door or a couple of houses down.
Just be cool, yeah.
Like right now, a couple of years, there was an older woman that passed away, and when she died, she gave the house to, I think it's her granddaughter and the son-in-law, grandson-in-law, whatever it is. And they'll wait weeks to mow the lawn. It drives me crazy.
Well,
because everybody else is on top of their game.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's as soon as you turn down the block, it's the first thing you see. You're like, come on,
But
man.
we don't know their circumstances. What if they work crazy hours and they don't want to mow at 10 o'clock at night?
She doesn't work. She sits on the front porch and smokes butts.
Well, maybe she's got other
True
things
story.
she's doing. I don't know the full. I don't like it, but I don't know the full. I'd like to know the story first.
Yeah, I'll tell you the story. It's been a couple of years. You can mow the lawn, or you can mow the lawn. He's an electrician. He does okay.
Also, very nice of all of your neighbors and everything. But the only thing they couldn't tell you was that you ain't going to be able to bang for the next 20 years
because of the house.
Walls are too thin.
Well, they don't have my.
Good point.
Well, the house on the left, they have the same house. The house on the right is a completely different layout.
Same walls, same thin walls.
On the left, I mean, I don't know if it's thin walls, but it's the layout of the house where the master bedroom and then the 2 more bedrooms where the kids would be are right there.
The masturbating room.
There's no room.
On a whole separate note, and I'm sorry, but I have to know because this has been driving me crazy for the last hour. What is that shirt you're wearing? It says The Bone on it, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Why?
Stand
It's
up.
just
I can't see it. Wait, I'm stop talking.
It's just the one of those dry fit shirts.
I still can't see it because
Yeah.
it's showing me. This is so stupid. I need to. I want
don't know.
because all I can see is like the top, and it says 102.5 The Bone. Yeah, where did you? Why do you have one and we don't?
I have no
If
idea.
it's dry fit, it's not a T-shirt. There you
I've
go.
had it years ago.
Turn around. What's on the back?
Nothing.
You bitch.
Nothing. We got this years ago.
No, we didn't. I got the 102.5 Bone Ballers one when we were in the kickbox or the kickball thingy, but we didn't get just a plain one that looks like that.
Sorry.
I think I have that.
Ew.
Yeah, I think I have that. I'm gonna wear it
Where
tomorrow.
did you get it?
I know. Mike Olivero.
Mike
Where do we
Olivero
get
gave-
everything that's cool?
I'm saying, where did you get it, Gareth? Mike Olivero?
Yeah.
Oh, well, were you working promo at the time? That might.
No.
You guys are bitches. You bitches. All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Clearly, he's prejudiced against Mexicans.
I see no other way.
And
I see no
sexist
other
against women.
explanation. Yeah, he's racist and sexist.
Yeah, I didn't go to the prize closet and get it myself. I promise.
I do have a Bone logoed one that has Roger and JP logo on the back.
I had one of those too.
Yeah, it's old.
Those were quick. Those were short-lived.
Yeah.
Everything that had a Roger and JP logo on it was short-lived.
I will sell it to the highest bidder.
Right.
I never got my urinal cakes, for the record.
Oh, no. They might still be around. I'll see if I can find those.
He wants to pee on something.
I forgot we had the bathroom named after us.
Did you get do you have a Brett one? Didn't Brett get one too? Or no, he got the hand dryer.
Hand dryer.
You know what? I'm so bad with that stuff. Monica, I don't remember.
He did. He got
You're
the hand
right.
dryer.
You did, yeah.
He got the what?
A hand dryer.
Hand dryer with his, you guys got the urinals and he got the hand dryer.
We got the whole, it says like Roger and JP relief station or comfort station or something like that.
Love it.
In a big park. That was after we hit 20 years.
That's amazing. And then so if you were a tourist, if I were up there as a tourist, I could not only stop at the restroom, whatever, the relief station, I could also take a ride down JP Street.
Yes, you can.
That's a whole day.
Yes, you can. Which, by the way, on one side of my street, it's now across. It's like I'm facing one way, and the cross street is like a rabbi who passed away. What? Who was like, there was a dude.
So
there
it's
used to
JP
be,
and Shlomo?
Yeah, it's basically JP and Shlomo Street.
At the corner of
Well,
JP
it's JP Street on the corner of Shlomo Avenue. is really what it is. There used to be. It's been a whole bunch of different religious places now, but when I was a kid, it was a temple, a Jewish temple that was literally like one block over on the corner. And during Sabbath or the high holidays or whatever it is, he would walk a route to get to where he was the rabbi, and he would walk a route every single time. So they basically kind of named his route.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah, he passed away at like 100 years old or something along those lines.
So you'll always be connected to that guy, kind of literally.
It's JP Street and Shlomo. I live on the corner of JP Street and Shlomo Boulevard or Avenue, whatever the hell it is.
I love it so much.
Do you think the rabbi left any money for his kids?
Oh.
Probably $1,000. Boom!
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
joy. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter the word joy for your shot to win $1,000 with the Bone Bonus. You have until 12:30 to get in on it. One more time, the word is joy. Put it in the app, Bone Bonus, and go win yourself $1,000. It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
.102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone.
Honor all heroes at Palm Harbor Hero Fest on May 17th. This incredible community event celebrates our local heroes, first responders, veterans, and everyday champions making a difference. Enjoy live music, food trucks, kids' activities, a vendor marketplace, and more. Admission is free and fun for all ages.
When it really matters, choose Farah and Farah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $399 per month, new Passports just $329 per month, or get a new HRV for an incredible $149 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Visit BrandonHonda.com to get your best price and payments right online. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
The accident wasn't your fault. You shouldn't have to pay those bills. I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay for your medical bills. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
I'm sure everyone says this, but my mom really deserves the world. This year, I finally found a Mother's Day gift that comes close. She loves Hellsberg, so I'm getting her these timeless gold earrings she can enjoy for years to come. They feel special enough to show how much I truly appreciate everything she does for me. And I mean everything. I even sent my dad a link to the Diamond Eternity band he'll be getting her, too.
Save up to 50% on Mother's Day gifts Mom will cherish forever. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you.
Our massive Kia mega sale is going on now at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey. Buy with 0 down, 1.9% financing, or make no payments for 90 days. Sign and drive a new Kia from just $259 lease per month. 0 do-it signing. $25K for 36 months, 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. $259 a month, 0 do-it signing. Bad credit, no credit, negative equity. If you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say yes, you're approved for a new 2025 Kia. Get massive savings on over 1,200 new Kias at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey on US 19. KenGanleyKiaNewportRichey.com. Tell them McKinsey sent you, because I want to see ya in a Ken Ganley Kia.
25 Sportage, $1,748 per month per 1,000 finance. 90-day deferred payment through Ally Bank, plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee on approved credit through KMF. Expires 5/31/25.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe that the right way is the only way to do home electrical.
We believe the National Electrical Code is really the minimum standard, not the maximum standard.
We believe you deserve better electrical parts and better service.
We believe in ongoing training for our electricians.
Because there's no end to learning and improving.
Because at Bolt, we believe your safety is our core priority. Electrical problem? Call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
Pollen season is here, and the only way to ensure that your car is truly clean every day is the unlimited membership plan from Bubble Down Car Wash. With locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, and a new location in Palm Harbor, you'll have the cleanest car in town every time you bubble down.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco-Free Florida's phone quit service, you'll receive one-on-one sessions with a coach who can help you on your quit journey. You may also qualify for free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no. So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go.
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go,
Are you ready?
JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Monica and Diz, as always, 800-771-1025. Monica, we'll do Dead Guy in a few, just a couple minutes. I think was it yesterday or maybe the day before you were asking what they eat, the Cardinals, everybody that's in there at Conclave.
Oh, yeah, what's the situation in there? Yeah.
So there's actually an article in one of the local in the New York Post here. It says
finally good journalism. Let's go.
It's listing what the Cardinals eat, and they are less than happy.
Why? What do you mean?
They are less than happy. It says the Catholic Cardinals meeting for Conclave are locked in the Sistine Chapel. The food at the cafeteria in Casa Santa Maria consists of little more than simple spaghetti, boiled vegetables, minestrone soup, and lamb skewers for the duration of the secret ritual.
I literally eat none of that. Like, I don't eat spaghetti. I don't eat steamed lamb. The vegetables, I only eat raw. And I don't remember what the other, I don't eat any.
Well,
I don't
they're
eat
boiled. They're raw.
Soup.
They're just boiled.
I don't want them boiled. I need them raw. I need them like not cooked.
Really? Broccoli?
Yeah, I won't eat it. No, I won't unless if it's raw. I'm fine with it. Once it's cooked, it's gross.
Broccoli?
Literally all vegetables.
Oh my God!
Like raw carrots, I will mess up all day long. They're delicious. With hummus free, no dip. I love carrots. You cook them in any way, shape, or form, I want to puke just from the smell.
When I was a kid, I wouldn't eat cooked carrots, but I will now. I actually enjoy them now.
And now the Conclave people have no choice. What if I don't eat that? Am I just fasting?
So it gets better. It says, quote, food you could eat at a train station, groused Cardinal Mauro Piacenza, who's from the part of Italy where pesto was originated. It says in the other. Others describe being served watery sauce and bland pasta at the cafeteria, which Pope Francis sought to ensure served simple food during his tenure. Another guy, Cardinal Gianfranco Ravasi, another Italian. You don't eat very well.
Maybe it's about focusing on Jesus and stuff, and not about maybe it's a simple life with the food.
Check this out.
Maybe
it says, but the shroud of secrecy gripping the conclave extends far beyond the locked doors, cell phone signal jammers, and threats of excommunication. Even the food has been closely regulated to ensure no messages from the outside world slip in. That means some foods were banned or carefully inspected at previous conclaves, including whole roast chicken, stuffed ravioli, pies, or even rigatoni, all of which were deemed easy targets for clandestine communications.
But what are we communicating? What am I trying to say to the conclave? Like, what am I sneaking in a ravioli?
Well, maybe I don't know. I don't know. It said all the food will be prepared by nuns from Damas Sanct. Well, they even put the women to work for the conclave. Look at that. You can't vote, but you can cook our meals.
Of course not. Shut up and make me a sandwich, bitch, is what I heard. But here's the thing. Why wouldn't it be the other way? Why isn't it like a leak in the conclave?
Shut up and make me a sandwich, sister bitch.
Yeah. Respect. Because of respect. But I would think the messages would be coming out, not going in. I would think that it would be, I want to let people know, but then it wouldn't be in food because they eat the food. You're not sending the food back out, are they?
It said all food will be prepared by the nuns from the Damas Sanctae Marte, a dormitory where the cardinals sleep and live outside of their deliberations, who earlier this week joined the rest of the Vatican staff in taking a vow of secrecy similar to the one the cardinals made to kick off the conclave. Okay. So basically, they make the nuns who are going to be around that are making the food, they have to take a vow of secrecy just in case they hear anything. How about that?
Can't trust those
The practice of secret, safe food dates back to a time when the papacy's reach was far more intertwined with political dealings, and keeping an open line with the outside world during secret proceedings could have dire consequences. It says in 1274, during the conclave that set the precedent for today's secrecy, Pope Gregory X first laid down the rules around cardinals' diets, which at times included a requirement for clear glasses only and close inspection of all napkins and waste. Oh, my God. Back then, the rules were intended to ease cardinals' fears of poisoning during times of heightened political tensions. Wow.
Okay, I don't know if this is true, but someone just tweeted 2 minutes ago,
is.
white smoke, a new pope has been chosen.
Yeah.
Already?
1 minute ago, CNN.
And why is there a bird on the roof? There's two birds on the roof while the white smoke is coming out. Thank you, Tony Flats Junkie. And it's from disclose.tv that has a blue check mark. I don't know, and everybody's clapping. I don't know if this is real.
It is. CNN. I checked the CNN.
Okay,
site. It's real.
Oh, well, if it's on CNN, then it must be true.
Everybody's clapping and crying. And there's a
Already?
lot of white smoke. Yeah, well, listen, you know what? Let's not drag this out.
I know, I understand that, but I think they only had 2 votes. In order for them to have it, after it says, here it is.
You know what it was?
What?
It was, I ain't eating spaghetti and boiled vegetables anymore. Let's just wrap this up.
You know something, Monica? I don't necessarily disagree. Maybe they're just making them eat dirt just so they move this thing along quicker.
So now what's the next step? Does someone come out and announce, well,
not too long from now, there's going to be some dude standing in a balcony, and he's going to have the Pope outfit on, and he's going to have his arms out wide like he's welcoming, that's all going to happen. I can't believe this is happening already.
I'm not going to make
I feel cheated a little bit. I'm not going to lie. We only got 2 black smokes.
I think that's plenty. I think it's I think in this day and age, immediate gratification, this is as close as we're going to get to it when it comes to a papal situation. But I didn't want it to be next Tuesday at all.
I gotcha. Well, it can only be the 7 or 8 days. But you know what would be really funny is if out of nowhere we're in like regular times, right? Well, the Pope is in office. The Pope, everything is normal, right? It's not conclave. So there's a Pope going on, and the church is the church, and there's some kid that like sneaks away from a tour and like goes to the fireplace where they put the smoke to come out of the chimney and like burns some white stuff, like stuff that'll burn, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of brings it up. And like out of nowhere sneaks in there and lights a little fire and white smoke.
See, and that's why they have to do it this way. They have to do it quickly because that's in 2025. That could, that's the stuff that might go down.
But how great would that be? And all of a sudden they see the white smoke and all of the people in the area. Oh my God, what happened? Why is there smoke coming? Next thing you know, those they call the Swiss Guard. They're running around with their guns / swords on the end, looking around.
What are the Swiss Guard? What does that mean? That's like the
Swiss Guard is basically the security force of Vatican City.
Okay, Swiss Guard.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make fun of people.
You need to watch Angels and Demons.
Is there a book?
Or better yet, you need to read Angels and Demons.
I'll book it.
You'll love it.
I'll watch it.
I think you'll love it.
I also have all these Danny Trejo movies to watch now that I've read it. So now we got to put the movies at the back burner. I'm not going to make fun of anybody crying during when they saw the white smoke, because I'll cry at a really good field goal to win type of thing. Like I get people have different emotions, but I don't. What is a personal reason to cry over a new pope?
Because this is Jesus' right-hand man on earth. I mean, it's heavy duty, and people who, there's plenty of people, especially in Rome and that whole area. They're in church 2-3 times a day praying. So now they have a new.
They don't pray to him. They don't pray to the Pope.
No, they don't pray to the Pope. But the Pope is God on earth. Is Jesus on earth? That's who the Pope is. That's who he represents.
He's very holy. I just don't know.
So we don't know where this guy is from. We got some guys holding up a Spanish flag, another one's holding up a Polish flag.
Is he going to be a person of color? Because there were options, and for that, I'm kind of excited to find out. I'm not going to lie. Maybe I'll cry for that.
I don't know. Maybe that's a good question.
Flats Junkie, same guy who sent the thing. False alarm. Turns out they just fired up the smoker to put a brisket on, so they have some real food to eat.
That'd be good, right?
Screw this crap.
Oh, it's possible. Wow.
I'm excited. Now, okay, so the next, how long does this take? And what time is it in Rome?
I think it's 5 hours.
Yeah.
I think it's
ahead or behind?
I think it's 5:15. I could tell you in a second.
So it's like drive time, right? Now people are driving home from work. What? New Pope, huh?
It's 6 hours ahead, so it's 6:16.
6? Okay.
In Roma.
Well, listen, you know what? It's exciting. So they're probably going to set up a press conference or something. And who gets to announce it?
Well, it's not a press conference. It'll be this dude will be he'll be in the window.
Oh, he just goes to the window. Now we can't see him. Can we see his face? What if
Oh
he-
yeah, when he goes out there, when they put him out there, trust me, you're not going to be able to avoid his face for a while.
But I'm saying, and I'm also saying, okay, well I guess they'll have a scroll because it's like I don't know who he is based on his face. We'll have to give us a name, and then we'll have to get all the information, who he is, where he's from. I saw the youngest one was 45, so I'm hoping for a young person of color. That's my if we're putting requests in.
I've seen the contenders. Only one is not a white guy. He's like a Filipino guy.
Yeah, I saw an Asian guy, but I thought I saw a couple of black guys.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if they're black or if they're like Nigerian. I don't know where they're from. But
Black Pope. Let's bring it back.
is that a thing?
Once you go black.
Yeah.
I'll never have another white pope again.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yes.
You know what's funny, Monica? And listen, I know we have obviously very, very different backgrounds. The color of the Pope never even popped into my head.
And
Never
I don't
even
mean this
popped into my head.
disrespectfully. It's because you've always
It's
seen
always been a
someone
white
of
pope?
your,
I
it's because
guess.
you see someone that looks like you in that position. You always have. It would be kind
Yeah,
of
but I
cool
don't
for
care.
people.
I don't care.
Because it's always been that way. If it's always been people that were black or Mexican or
Change
any
it up
other
a little
thing,
bit? Okay.
and then all of a sudden there might have been a white pope. Oh my God, you'd be like, oh, this would be kind of cool. Not that you would hate any other pope or you're anti
Right.
any other pope. It's just going to be
Right.
kind of cool to see someone that looks like you.
A Mexican Pope.
What happens
Orale.
there? Why is he
Vato.
oraling? Like, what is that? It's time for some good
Hola,
music.
vatos.
Hola, vatos. Blessings, amigos.
Carnal is what Danny Trejo says a lot. Holmes.
He says Holmes.
Holmes and carnal.
What's carnal?
I don't know. That's what they say in prison. Carnal.
Oh, yeah? Does that mean like prison butt sex?
No.
Like carnal knowledge?
No, he was the enforcer for a lot of wusses that would have had that done to him. But if it weren't for him, they would have been in bad shape. So he was a good guy.
So he was the guy he was protecting.
Yes.
He wasn't protecting the white guys, though. He's protecting
No,
probably the-
yes, no. He was like the peacemaker between like all the gangs and everything. He was like they trusted him, they respected him because of his uncle. I can tell you, I know all of Danny Trejo's life now.
Probably more than any of us really need to know.
I know, or even me for that matter. But it's kind of
I'm
cool.
dying to know how many books that guy sold. I'm dying to know, like, because do you have one of 7 million books that this guy sold? Doubt it. Do you have one of 10,000 books this guy sold? Probably.
Well, I'm not helping his cause any because I got it from the library. So sorry, sorry, Danny. Sorry, fellow Mexican.
That'll do it. All right, time for a dead guy in the envelope. As soon as we have the name for our
Yay, Pope.
for the
For a
new
Mexican
Pope. New Mexican Pope.
El Popo.
El Popo.
Yeah, dude, the smoke is coming out. The bells are ringing. It must be madness down there.
The crowds I saw are losing their crap.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like I'm not religious, but I would love to be there. I don't know why.
Not me.
I really don't know why.
Because I feel honest, I don't know why either. But in my head, knowing you, it feels like you. If you could say you were there, like, listen, I might not be religious, but I cared about who the Pope was. Okay, hook it up, God. Let me in heaven.
Yeah, but JP, you talk kind of like how I do, where it's like something crazy will happen. You go, oh, Jesus Christ. And then people next to you go, hey. You can't say that out here.
Or I say, God damn it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, get out of here.
Hey now. Right. Yeah, no. I got you. And it's funny because I don't like crowds. But for some reason, I want to be there. I really wish I was there.
Maybe
Crazy.
next time, well, I mean, I don't know how much it would cost for a last-second ticket to Rome, but maybe next time they have this.
Yeah, then I have to take a week off and hope it happens while I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to sit there all day. That's the whole thing. Like, I guess as soon as you hear the bells ringing, you can fly down there. You can, shoot down there.
How
Just
long does
stay
it take?
close
It
by.
depends on how long it takes for them to announce. Like, if they're going to do it in a few hours, you're kind of screwed. You could stay in, like, a nearby country.
No, you
know.
can stay in Rome and just go.
Yeah,
you
run
know,
the whole ass down there, yeah.
eat food. All right, dead guy in the envelope. We got a white guy, an American guy. He's an actor. TV and movies. I would say movies bigger than television. Yeah, I would definitely say movies bigger than television. Monifa.
Let's see now. Danny Trejo's still alive. I'm just kidding.
He's still alive. Right.
He's
There's a white guy, too.
Okay, my bad. Let's see. Movies more than TV. Is he in any kind of franchise movie?
Oh, I feel like Brett.
Oh, sorry. I take the question.
Is he in a franchise movie? I don't know how many of these there were. I think so. I do believe so. Yes.
I'm just going to put it down as a yes.
There you go. Now it's official. Diz.
Did he do other stuff besides acting, like directing?
No. I don't believe so. I'll check on IMDb during the commercial break, but I definitely don't think you know him as an actor.
Okay.
All right, you know him as an actor. So I'll give you I'll give you that because that's kind of what you deserve. Sorry, Diz.
Oh, good, man.
I speak truth. All right, 800-771-1025, white American guy, actor. Yes, he did act in a franchise. That's not what's going to get you there. I can promise you that. But he did act in a franchise, and you don't know him as anything other than an actor. All right, 800-771-1025. It's Dead Guy in the Envelope, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Be right back.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah and Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Get rid of that musty, dusty smell in your home with the help from the Zero Res Air Duct experts. Mention me, Galvin, and get $50 off your next air duct cleaning. Just use promo code AIR50 when scheduling online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
Weekday lunch just arrived at J. Luigi Soho, now serving Italia all day. Stop in Tuesday through Friday for $11 lunch combos and sandwiches made just for lunch. Then ease into happy hour from 4 to 6 with martinis, spritz, and more. J. Luigi Soho on the corner of South Howard and De Leon. Ciao for now.
Where exactly do you think you're going? You're abandoning me, your beloved, exquisitely plush couch. Look, these feet are handcrafted mahogany. Put that Heineken's back. Do you really want to go to that concert? Wouldn't it be infinitely better to stay here with me? Look, I have a perfect imprint of your posterior. Please, don't go!
Don't listen to your couch. Head to a concert with some friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Hey, this is Roger for the amazing Sleep Number Smart Bed. My wife and I, we've had our Sleep Number Smart Bed for over 8 years. My side of the bed, my Sleep Number setting is a 45. On her side of the bed, her Sleep Number setting is a 55. She likes the bed a little more firm than I do. Never slept better. It adjusts while you sleep so you can sleep well uninterrupted. Oh, by the way, over the last month, my average Sleep Number score is an 81. That's amazing. So why should you choose a Sleep Number Smart Bed? Well, so you can choose your ideal comfort on either side like we do. It's the only bed that lets you make each side firmer or softer whenever you like your Sleep Number setting. And right now, it's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event, up to 50% off, limited time, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. In Tampa, 1822 Northwest Shore Boulevard. In Clearwater, at the Countryside Mall on US 19. And in Brandon at the Brandon Exchange between JCPenney's and the food court. See store or sleepnumber.com for details.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
even before you find a home. Lock in 6.50%, APR 6.56% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but it's also hard to deal with a cough that won't go away and thinking it's lung cancer, or feeling your heart race after a walk and wondering if it's a heart attack, or telling your family you may not be around to see your next birthday.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but the consequences are even harder. Tobacco Free Florida has free resources to help you stay smoke-free. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine patches, gum, or lozenges. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable. Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's that guy in the envelope, 125 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. It's brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. That guy today, you got a white American guy. He's an actor. Monica asked if he was ever in a franchise. He was, but that's not what's going to get you there. All right? Definitely not what's going to get you there. And I would say acting, movie, a little bit more than television. And Diz, I forgot what you asked me. Do you remember?
I have it right here.
What did you? There you go, nerdy.
Did you come in?
Did he direct himself?
Yeah, was he?
Right?
Did he do size acting?
Yeah, you know this guy as an actor. All right, 800-771-1025. Now you ask yes or no questions. You get a yes, you go again. You get a no. We go to the next call. Put all the clues together. And today you'll have a choice between, figure out who it is. You'll have a choice between Billy Idol, Joe Jett, or Stained. All right, 800-771-1025. First call up is Viking Guy. Go ahead, Viking Guy.
Good afternoon, y'all. Did the man die after the age of 50 years old?
Yes.
All right, is it Jack Klugman?
No. No. I would think you would know Jack Klugman better for television than movies, right? Because of Odd Couple?
Yeah, I would think.
I said you know this guy better for movies than TV.
Can I just I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
The memes already in this age when there's a pope, the memes instantly. Someone screenshotted the draft of the Cardinals, you know?
Okay.
And it's the Cardinals, pick us in. That's funny. Okay.
Mike on line 2. Go ahead, Mike.
Mike's gone.
Mike's gone. Jay, line 3.
Was he in Caddyshack?
No. He was not in Caddyshack. Jock on line 4.
Hey there, did he die in the 2000s?
Yes.
Did he ever receive an Emmy Award?
Oh, one moment, please. I'm going to have to take a moment to. Any more memes, Monica, while I'm doing this?
Merriam-Webster, because I follow them because I'm a nerd, just tweeted red smoke means a new word of the year has been chosen. The nerd in me finds that hysterical.
What does that mean? Yes, he did win an Emmy.
Okay, Academy Award. Was he ever given an Academy Award?
Did he ever win an Academy Award? No. No. That's what you get for pushing it on the awards. Huey on line 5.
Afternoon. My question is, was he born in New York?
No. He was not. He was not born in New York.
Was that a daytime Emmy then?
No, primetime Emmy. Primetime Emmy he won.
So then the TV. Okay, sorry, but we won't know. We'll know him more for movies, so we shouldn't focus on.
Yeah, like for the primetime Emmy that he won was as a guest actor in a series.
Oh yeah, so we're not.
So it wasn't for like his television series or anything like that. 800-771-1025. Nick on line 1, you're up. What up?
Hey, was he in Boogie Nights?
He was not in Boogie Nights.
Great movie. Great movie.
He was not in Boogie Nights. I will give you a little bit of a hint here. I said him from, movies better than television. As far as the movies go, there's one role that's head and shoulders above everything else he did. One role, head and shoulders above everything else he did.
Was it one of his was it the beginning of his career?
Would
he get typecast from that one role that we know him so well from?
He could have gotten typecast from that. I don't think he did. Let's see. It was early in his career. It was 7 years into his career. Yeah. So I'll give you that.
Was that the franchise I asked about?
No.
Yeah, no, because you said we wouldn't really know.
No, you wouldn't really know
yeah.
You wouldn't know the franchise. Well, you know the franchise movie, but that's not the big.
Yeah.
That's not the big role. That's not it. You got nerd notes?
I do have nerd notes, and they're interesting today because it's been all over the place, kind of. We have a white American actor who's only an actor, never did producing or directing or anything like that we know from TV and movies, but way more from movies, and apparently one role pretty early in his career. We know him from Best. He also was in a franchise we might not know. He died over the age of 50.
Correct.
And he died in the 2000s. And he won an Emmy, a primetime Emmy, but not an Academy Award.
Right. 800-771-1025. I'm just trying to think what else I could possibly give you.
I feel like once we get that role, then we know, right? I mean, there's
so you get that role, it's over.
So can we narrow down that role to, is it a dramatic role?
Yes.
You're
on fire, girl.
Well, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to, play the game and narrow it down.
Dawn's on line 1. Go ahead, Dawn. Hi, Dawn.
Bye.
Hi. What do you got? What?
She said bye.
Are you playing, Dawn, or no?
No.
Okay, goodbye. Todd on line 2.
I think she thought you meant, are you playing around here or what's going on? And she's like, no, I'm not playing around. Like,
oh, I don't know. Go ahead, Todd.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. Hey. Did this actor have a female as a co-star?
I think he did on one of his television shows. Definitely.
Was it John Ritter?
No. Let's go with Sean on line 3.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Was he big into the NRA?
Not that I know of. Who are you thinking?
Charleston Heston.
No. Dave on line 4. Go ahead, Dave. Hello, Dave.
This is not Dave. This is Jay.
Sorry, Jay. My bad.
It's okay. Was he in Star Wars?
No. He was not in Star Wars. Matt, line 2.
Yes. Did he die of natural causes? Or heart issues?
Yes.
Was it Ray Liotta?
Ray Liotta is the dead guy in the envelope. Yes, obviously that big move, that big role would be Henry Hill in Goodfellas. And as far as the franchise goes, he was in one of the Hannibal movies. And I do believe that was a franchise. Congratulations. You win. You got yourself your choice. Billy Idol and Joan Jett at the Amp on Saturday night, or Stained at the Amp on the 13th. Which would you like?
We'll go with Billy Idol.
All right, you got a pair of tickets to see Billy Idol and Joan Jett at the Amp Saturday, May 10th. Congratulations. You win. Ray Liotta, Dead Guy in the Envelope. Congratulations. Also, in the big hit Cocaine Bear.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Also, the guy who who ate his literal brain.
Yep, that was in Hannibal.
Yeah, that was
with some nice fava beans and a nice Chianti.
That was so disturbing. The fact that I loved that and that I thought it was good and wanted to watch that, it just is disturbing in and of itself.
Yeah, but you like horror stuff. You like that.
Yeah, but I shouldn't like watching someone get served his own darn brain. That's horrible. That's so wrong.
I forgot it was his own.
Yes, it was his own. Like he was literally taking it from his head and cooking it. Like, what is happening here?
All right, that was Dead Guy in the Envelope, brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. It's JP at 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Just listen for the Bone Bonus keyword at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. Head over to the free 102.5 The Bone app and enter the keyword for your chance to win $1,000. It's the Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
My name is Attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom Show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Are you ready to build wealth through real estate? Then don't miss this exclusive one-night-only class. Hi, I'm Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger with 102.5 The Bone. May 7th from 6 to 8 at Columbia Restaurant in Ybor City, I'm hosting a special class for serious buyers who want to learn how to buy like the pros. This isn't for first-time home buyers. This is for people who want to acquire real estate portfolio that generates income, fuels retirement, and creates generational wealth. You'll learn how to purchase properties with less than 20% down, pick the right properties, negotiate smart deals, and select reliable tenants that protect your investments. No gimmicks, no sales pitch, just real strategies that seasoned investors use every day. Seats are extremely limited, so just $25 per person or $30 per couple. No children, please. Register at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com and reserve your seat before they're gone.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
John Senning from Drew Garabo Live.
And Carmen from the Mike Calta Show.
Here to tell you about the greatest product in all the land, Teza, the pouch that you dip between your cheek and your gum. It's going to give you focused energy, and you'll be feeling fine all day long.
And there's no tobacco, no calories, and no spitting.
I am a fan of the spicy stuff. I like the bangin' black cherry, the mango habanero. I'll throw it in a bottle of water, a beverage, or just right in the upper deck. I love Teza.
See, I'm a wintergreen fan, and I am a left lower cheek.
Ooh.
That's where I like to keep mine. And really, honestly, I use mine before the gym, even after the gym, so I get a little energy boost on my way home. It has to be one of the best new products that I've tried, probably since I don't know, the iPhone.
And you can stock up at TezaEnergy.com. Use our code BONE20 for 20% off everything in the online store. Teza Energy. Why spit
when you can swallow?
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials. Sponsored by Age of Learning.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-549-8866. That's 800-549-8866.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
1025 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. And now, back to JP.
It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Pope of Palooza is going wild over there in Vatican City.
I can't not. I have the TV on and sorry if I'm distracted. And it's there's music going on. They're doing this whole pomp and circumstance happening.
Yeah, and I heard the Pope was a big fan of Public Enemy. That's why I figured I'd throw this one on.
I think it's true. I don't see how he couldn't be. You know what that means? Pope of color?
Yeah, who knows, man?
I don't know, but it's so very, very
wild.
Steeped in tradition. And the tradition is just insane.
Of course.
And then
you're talking about thousands of years, man.
Tradition and
thousands and thousands of years.
And these people are so this is their big day. Think about when back when the Pope was even sick or whatever. All these people that are performing right now are oh, we got to get our what are we going to play? Right. What are your uniforms? Get them clean and ready. And this has been, what's that guy's sleeves? These are, it's just a whole thing we don't even know anything about.
See those guys right there with the guns? That whole thing, that's the Swiss Guard I was telling you about before.
Okay.
I don't know. We're probably not watching the same thing at the same time.
Oh, we are. I think everybody's got it on the same exact thing, right?
Probably. I'm watching BBC.
I'm watching Bay News 9.
How crazy is it, though? It's so on the BBC, they're showing the balcony, just the balcony with the doors closed.
Yeah, I see that. And then people.
And I'm sitting here like a lunatic, just wanting to see what comes through that door.
Because
we don't know him. I have no idea who this person is, no matter what.
Nobody does. And we were looking at the chimney for smoke. Now we need to look at this balcony for face.
I'm sorry, the what? What were we looking at for smoke?
I say it weird. I say magnet weird too, and picnic. Let's just get it out there. That's how I say it. I don't mean to. It happens.
You say picnic with 3 syllables?
I don't. It's wrong.
Picnic.
It just comes.
That's kind of. But did you get that from Yogi?
I don't know. I just say picnic, magnet, and chimney, and that's just how I say them. Shut up. I know it's wrong. I don't. When I'm not thinking, if I concentrate, I will remember to say chimney.
I can only imagine if I said chimney, what would happen?
You say draw and drawer.
I know I don't.
Yeah, what?
You do.
How do you think you say it?
Sir, you do.
Say what word am I saying? Draw?
If you're saying
Draw. D-R-A-W. Draw.
ER.
No, drawer.
Oh, drawer.
Drawer. Oh, now say that. Say D-R-A-W.
You're
Drawer.
thinking about it.
Draw.
Draw.
I think you guys are hallucinating. That's
No,
what I
you
think.
got trouble.
You sore?
I don't know why you made me sound
now
Asian.
you're doing impressions
Yeah,
now?
I don't
Is
know
that
why I
what's
made you sound
happening?
Asian.
Yeah.
It's the anticipation of the Pope. We're nuts.
Black Pope coming up.
Look at the crowd shot. They're showing the people are 17 jillion deep. Like this is not a small crowd. I don't know.
It's really on behind me.
It is. Mexican flags. Is there a Mexican?
Oh, there we go. Mexican Pope.
I'm saying, is there a
No
Mexican?
way. That
Let's
person's
go.
lost.
Let's go.
I see all the different flags.
These gringos were done with the canned ravioli. Now it's empanadas and enchiladas, vato.
That'll be an upgrade on the food. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say.
Mexican Pope.
Yeah, I wonder if they all the cardinals that were in conclave, right? And they were eating garbage food like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Watered down sauce and just boiled vegetables and
Boiled.
and just plain pasta, plain macaroni, plain
You can't
spaghetti.
steam those. You got to boil them. Like who's
That's what it said. Boiled. I read it to you before.
Yeah, you did, and it seemed gross. And minestrone soup. You can't do chicken noodle. Like, why are we doing minestrone and then lamb? Why can't we just have
Yeah, the lamb seems a
hamburgers?
little bit weird. But
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is, like, do they actually go? They probably can't wait to get out of there to go into Rome to their favorite restaurants and just
Yeah.
go and chow down.
I bet you they Uber Eats. Like they're like, let's just bring it to me. I'm not doing this. I'm exhausted. And there was infighting. You know what I mean? There was like
Yeah.
arguments and compromise.
But you know what? But that doesn't get out. And there's something refreshing about that. It's like it stays behind closed doors with, they're jumping up and down.
I think they just know they're on camera. They've been doing that. Let me ask you this. How many flags can you name in the crowd?
Oh, I'm pretty good at that stuff.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what's the yellow and white one?
Where Ukraine?
No,
Ukraine.
No,
blue
that's
is
not.
blue and white.
Blue and yellow.
I think that's a Vatican City flag.
Oh, for the city. Okay, I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I know like Florida has a flag and
You know-
Iowa has a flag.
like state flag.
Vatican City is its own country.
Like okay.
It's its own country within a country.
like DC, like Washington DC is here. It's its own
It's like but
it's
it's
its own
considered
district?
its own
district.
its own country. Correct.
I want to see a crowd shot again because if you say you're Mr. Flag, then I'd like you to name them.
Well,
Not
he
that I
watches
would-
a lot of football, like
soccer.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
that's how I know a lot of like countries and flags. from
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive. Firefighters?
What's amazing to me is like in 2025, you're seeing tons of priests over there. Like all these, no, anybody with that collar on, none of them are supposed to be getting laid. None of them.
True. Red, the blue, and then white, and then red.
Oh, German flag, French flag.
Whoa, how do you know?
I don't know what that
flag.
black
What's
and
the
white
black,
one
red,
is.
and
There's a
yellow
New
one?
Zealand flag.
The black, red, and yellow is Germany. There's New
Really?
Zealand in the back.
Jamaica.
Czech
Australia.
Republic, I saw.
Yeah.
Y'all are good. I take it all back. Sorry.
There was a Spanish flag
You guys
in there
can't
too.
name what a preposition is, but you sure do know flags.
Oh, we know our flags.
Yeah. I'm walking down the hallway before they heat something up, and everybody's like, "Yo, white smoke, JP, white smoke." I'm like, "I know." my building is buzzing.
Well, there's
It's
nobody
buzzing.
here, so I don't.
Puerto Rico.
Green.
right there.
What's the green with the yellow and the blue
That's
circle?
Brazil.
Really? How do you just? That's so weird that you just.
Who doesn't know Brazil?
I don't know any of this. The yellow on top, blue in the middle, and red on the bottom. What's that?
Venezuela.
Wow, you are good. I am.
There's a Bolivia flag in the back.
I know
Yeah.
nothing about any of these.
I also
flags.
like the fact that I could just be making stuff up. And
No,
I
you're
wouldn't
right.
know. Yeah, I wouldn't know.
If it had the stuff on it, it would have been Ecuador.
This,
but that's
do you see the
Colombia.
flag right now where there's like a black guy with a white bandana? Did you see that one?
No.
I don't know what flag that is.
You could just be lying, right? Thank God for your fact checker here.
I hope that there's like out of all these flags, you just see someone waving a Rastafarian flag. Like,
Yeah.
you're out of place, dog.
You know what's going to happen here? Is like, as soon as I sign off for the day and hand it over to Setting, this guy's going to walk right through the door and be like, what's up?
And Setting's going to sign on with the new pope and have it all right there. You bastard.
Right.
Well, listen, we got this white smoke breaking
we
news,
did.
so that was kind of cool. And thanks to Flats Junkie, because we were talking about food, and he was timely with that. So
It'd be great if this guy just kicked open the door and all of a sudden he just starts blasting like Tupac or something. Just
hit him up.
Boom, he just kicks the door open. What's up, Catholics?
He comes out. No, he comes out to the Macarena and starts doing the Macarena out there right on the balcony where everybody can see him, and that music's blasting.
Look at this. And this is what's crazy is I'm sitting here staring at a television.
I know.
Waiting for a door to open. I would never, ever do. I couldn't. There is nothing else that can get me to do this, and I don't understand.
You don't need
why
to. You know what?
I'm behaving this way.
Because you know what? You're not as much of a God hater as you as you think you are. You like to pretend
I'm
you're.
not a God hater. I'm not a. Come on, that's a little heavy duty. I'm just not necessarily the biggest believer. That's all.
That doesn't. Okay.
That doesn't make me hate.
Tomato.
No, come on, you're not even close. That right there is a Swiss Guard. Those dudes right there.
I like that. Yeah, they look like colanders on their heads, but I do like that.
I don't know how you. I don't know what you got to do to get that gig.
Oh man,
God only knows.
Got to S the mean D.
Probably.
Look at that. Look at the white gloves. I'm telling you, they had this outfit laid out for even when the Pope was sick. The last Pope.
No, that's what they wear.
Every day.
That's what they wear.
The same. That's nothing special for this whole monumentous. That's just a regular everyday outfit. I don't like that. You better wear something special.
Look at this. You know what's refreshing about this? And I'm going to sound sappy here.
Unity.
100%.
I love it too.
100%.
I'm all for it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so we got this little moment in time
Look at all the Spanish flags.
where billions of people from different countries put their nonsense aside and everybody's on the same page.
Okay, you big softy.
Honestly,
I am a big softy.
And even weirder, it's over religion. Usually religion's the one thing people fight over. So the fact that
I said there's a few billion, not all the billions.
Yeah.
Right? The Muslims are trying to figure out, like, how do we top this? We need some sort of ceremony that tops this thing. We got to figure something new. The whole virgins thing. I don't think anybody's buying that story anymore. We need something that's, CNN, BBC, Fox News, everybody's going to cover at the same time. And not a terror attack. I said it.
Another breaking news.
What?
The Panthers have released Jadeveon Clowney. Sorry.
Oh, yeah?
On a way smaller scale, but at the same time needs to be said.
Well, the good news for him is nobody's going to know.
Aw.
Nobody's going to know about it. Everything's going to get drowned out. If you were ever going to commit a crime, now is the time to do it.
You can get Farrah Fawcetted easily today, for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And for those of you who may not know about Farrah Fawcetted, she died on the same day as Michael Jackson. And, she didn't really, let's just say she didn't get the same coverage that
was a bad day for Farrah.
That MJ did, that's for sure.
Look at this.
All right.
Are we going to miss it? They keep showing it, though, but they keep framing it right there, like any second. And I can't hear it, so I don't know what and there's no like subtitles or whatever, so I can't see. But
yeah. Well, we'll hand it off to John Senning.
Good luck,
Hopefully, John Senning will let you know who the new pope is.
Is he religious?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's it for us. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Dizzy. Thank you to everybody who stuck with us and listened to us for the last couple hours. Appreciate you very much. See you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Have a great day.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Get ready to rock Saturday, May 10th, Thunderstruck, America's Ultimate AC/DC Tribute. Hits the stage live at Ferg Sports Bar and Entertainment Complex. Free tickets available now at ticketweb.com. It's Thunderstruck, live at Ferg's in downtown St. Pete. Don't miss it.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Injured? Hire the largest injury firm in the world. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Hey, this is Roger for the amazing Sleep Number Smart Bed. My wife and I, we've had our Sleep Number Smart Bed for over 8 years. My side of the bed, my Sleep Number setting is a 45. On her side of the bed, her Sleep Number setting is a 55. She likes the bed a little more firm than I do. Never slept better. It adjusts while you sleep so you can sleep well uninterrupted. Oh, by the way, over the last month, my average Sleep Number score is an 81. That's amazing. So why should you choose a Sleep Number Smart Bed? Well, so you can choose your ideal comfort on either side like we do. It's the only bed that lets you make each side firmer or softer whenever you like your Sleep Number setting. And right now, it's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event, up to 50% off, limited time, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. In Tampa, 1822 Northwest Shore Boulevard. In Clearwater, at the Countryside Mall on US 19. And in Brandon at the Brandon Exchange between JCPenney's and the food court. See store or sleepnumber.com for details.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through May 31st, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now at Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.50%, APR 6.56% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
Are you worried about long-term injuries after an accident? I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Before you settle, know your rights and know your options. Visit justcallmo.com. Let's make sure you're covered. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Our massive Kia mega sale is going on now at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey. Buy with zero down, 1.9% financing, or make no payments for 90 days. Sign and drive a new Kia from just $259 lease per month. Zero due at signing. $25K for 36 months, 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. $259 a month, zero due at signing. Bad credit, no credit, negative equity. If you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say yes, you're approved for a new 2025 Kia. Get massive savings on over 1,200 new Kias at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey on US 19. KenGanleyKiaNewportRichey.com. Tell them McKinsey sent you, because I want to see ya in a Ken Ganley Kia.
25 Sportage, $1,748 per month per 1,000 finance, 90-day deferred payment through Ally Bank, plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee on approved credit through KMF. Expires 5/31/25.
What's up, Bone listeners? It's Captain Zach. Are you looking for more power? Check out my friends at LBP. Whether you're boating, taking a cruise on the golf cart, my friends at Lithium Battery Power have the innovative technology to give that to you. Check them out at lithiumbatterypower.com or call 727-223-9831. Lithium Battery Power. Longer life, more power.
Drinking and driving don't mix. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, we're Bernetti PA and we sue drunk drivers. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, and Pinellas.
The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They have something for everyone's budget. They have the largest selection that is family owned and operated under one roof. That is why they are the destination for jewelry. They will will walk you through the process and make it super easy. The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They're at 3800 Olmerton Road, right off of 275. Check them out online at goldendiamond.com and get in there for the $500 Mother's Day gift card match, May 5th through May 11th, and make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco-Free Florida's phone quit service, you'll receive one-on-one sessions with a coach who can help you on your quit journey. You may also qualify for free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.